When Batman Begins rebooted the franchise in 2005, it of course has a sizable marketing campaign behind it. One facet is our subject today, a surprisingly ambitious video game tie-in published by EA and developed by Eurocom for PlayStation 2, GameCube, and original Xbox, with alongside a distinct handle port by Vicarious Visions for Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. This review will be based on the PS2 version, which is the one I owned and had most experience with, so to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Batman Begins, let's take a look at its surprisingly ambitious video game tie-in. Though I no longer have my copy of the game, having played so much I wore the disc out, I do remember it well. Despite somewhat mixed reception at the time, Nolan himself was not a fan. It's undergone reevaluation, and as many of its mechanics have become common in other games both related to Batman and otherwise. Also helps Eurocom was a developer who definitely put more effort in licensed games than other devs in years past. Uniquely, rather than using sound-alike voices, the film's cast, save for Gary Oldman as Gordon, reprising roles in the game. The gameplay is something that can have a stealth action game in the vein of Metal Gear Solid or Splinter Cell with its own flair. We'll get into specifics about that as we go. The game opens in Medea's Res, with the first level of Narrows being introduction to the game's combat and one of its core features, the reputation system. The more enemies you defeat and distractions you cause, the more frightened they become, culminating in Bat's form shown from the fear toxin's finishing move. Just before we confront the Scarecrow, we go back to how we got here. Both Bruce's parents being shot outside the Opera House and his hiding out in Bhutan detail as well. Some scenes from the movie are shown in DVD quality, where others are done with in-game graphics that are quite solid for the time. We actually play out Bruce training with the League of Shadows, and the way it introduces stealth mechanics works out great. Despite causing friction on some viewers, one feature is much more common now: context-sensitive inputs. I do like whenever they show you what button to push, you don't have to keep looking down at your gamepad. Just remember where your hands are. The mission ends with the first boss fight and subsequent destruction of Lee's hideouts. As you progress through the story, you get access to more and more of his arsenal. Grappling hooks and batarangs are of course there, but you also get smoke grenades and flashbangs as well. Two key story threads from the movie are present here, albeit reworked to give the game variety. The first act has you investigating mob boss Carmine Falcone. The second act finding out Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka the Scarecrow. There's also the Tumblr Batmobile sections, which I could easily describe as the DC version of Burnout and all the fun that implies. Give me ramming speed, he named Mr. Chekhov. I really enjoy the missions investigating Falcone, capturing the spirit of the movie, even though the latter is different. True to his use of a symbol turning fear against those who prey on the fearful, both the goon's claustrophobia and Falcone's fear of heights are key here. Regarding the latter, you activate a natural magnet to explain his acrophobia and leave him chained to the searchlight at GCPD. His tattered suit coat still serves as a Mark I bat signal. The missions investigating Arkham Asylum, acting as a front for Crane, moving the toxins from the League of Shadows. Though Crane is under the impression that he will be held for ransom, the Vito plans for the city to unleash the toxin and use the microwave emitter to vaporize his water supply. The mission ends with a Batmobile chase to treat Rachel after she was poisoned by the League, but not before bringing us to where we started. Taste of your medicine, Doctor. The later missions in the third act follow the movie relatively closely, but some events are in different order to accommodate the gameplay, with the escape from the burning Wayne Manor and the approach of the Narrows being two big examples. There's doo-doo fight Ra's al Ghul on the train, and then winning the fight stops him from unleashing Crane's toxin and with a micro emitter. I even beat this game on all three difficulties back in the day, which is what led to me playing so much more of the disc outs, like the Star Wars Episode 3 PS2 game I talked about a bit ago. A PSP He poured a time to highly acclaimed sequel, The Dark Knight, never came to fruition, and thankful that neither DC nor Warner's gave up on the idea of a Batman game that focused on detective aspects of the character as much as superhero ones. The result was the excellent Arkham Asylum, which is the first of an acclaimed trilogy. Even the third game, which I enjoyed at the time, has been vindicated in light of recent divisive live service titles. In many respects, this game is one of the precursors to the Arkhamverse. In the upcoming LEGO Batman game, DC was one branch hoping we would get the Skywalker Saga treatment, and it has that influence. While there have been many Batman games before and since, this one's another enthusiasm for and game recognition. Thank you for letting me share this with you all. See you all again soon. Take care.